My name is Elaine Porter, 58 years old, and I work as a senior archivist for a state records department. My entire career has been about preserving facts, dates, filings, signatures, because once something is officially recorded, it matters. One afternoon, I came home to find a formal HOA notice taped to my mailbox claiming my home was in violation of occupancy regulations. According to the letter, my house was being used as a multi-resident dwelling, which violated community standards. The fine was $18,000, and they demanded I submit to an interior inspection within 5 days. I live alone, no tenants, no renters, no guests beyond the occasional weekend visit from my sister. I contacted the HOA and asked how they reached that conclusion. They told me neighbors had reported unusual activity and that the board had the right to verify compliance. That wording caught my attention, because I know exactly what inspection rights look like and what they don't. I reviewed the HOA covenants and found something critical. The HOA had no authority to conduct interior inspections without written consent or a court order. Yet their notice implied forced entry if I didn't cooperate. That's a serious overstep. I then requested the HOA's evidence under the state's records disclosure statute. What they sent was embarrassing. Anonymous emails, no dates, no photos, and no verification. Pure speculation. So I built a file. I pulled utility records showing single-person usage. I obtained sworn statements from immediate neighbors confirming I lived alone. And most importantly, I documented that the HOA had issued identical inspection threats to 2 other homeowners, both of whom had previously challenged HOA fees. Pattern established. I filed a formal complaint with the State Housing Oversight Office, citing harassment, unauthorized inspection threats, and retaliation. I included copies of the HOA notices and their evidence. The response was swift. The Oversight Office contacted the HOA, reminding them that threatening unlawful inspections violates state housing law. They also requested an explanation for the repeated targeting of specific residents. Within 10 days, I received a new letter from the HOA. All violations withdrawn, fines canceled. Inspection request rescinded. No mention of unusual activity this time. At the next community meeting, the board announced a new policy clarifying that interior inspections are never conducted by the HOA. They didn't look in my direction once. My mailbox has stayed clear ever since. Funny how accusations fade when someone insists on the record.